Oh yeah, you're the science guy. Boil off? I'm just reading the upside down. What is this gibberish? It's like they just took letters and were like, let's just misshape them. Walk wing. And they've even taken Japanese as well. It's like you've got the kanji for 2 all the way at the end there. Except it's not, it's just all gibberish. I remember being like looking at signs in Pokemon games and be like, I wonder if that means anything. Like, maybe it's kanji or anything like that, but no, it's clearly not, it's just gibberish. Alright, this here is Pokepath. I guess it's so that, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, what language you speak, it's all gonna make no sense to you regardless. It's a path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out in paths. No longer will you have to just walk through grass to catch Pokemon. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the paths and in the grass and such. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle, but you've got Sprigatito for that, right? And if you want to try to catch Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball. I've got tons. Have a few. I've already collected some, but thanks. Do you want me to catch the pig? Oh, what luck. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk emblem, eh? What if I don't want to? What was that jump into position? You can try to catch a wild Pokemon you are battling by pressing the X button and throwing a Pokeball. When you're having a hard time catching Pokemon, try to deal damage to it before throwing another Pokeball. That should give you a better chance of success. I'm that guy who, you know, is like, I'm gonna show you how to catch Pokemon. Just throws a Pokeball at a Weedle or something. It's like, that's how it works. So I'm gonna explain that you gotta weaken the Pokemon first. Scratch! You don't want to weaken it too much. Scratch! I mean, being scratched by a cat hurts, and it leaves scars, man, I know. Because those damn cats scram me a lot. Not so much these days, though. That was slow. You know that feeling when it comes to throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon, especially a legendary, which that was not a legendary, but you know, that feeling where you're just like, oh man, is he gonna catch it? You see it shake once, you see it shake twice, and it's like, go on the edge of your seat, chase 3 times, and burst back out, like, damn it! Jumpstarter has been added to the Pokédex. Would you like to give Lechonk a new nickname? Pokemon spins all but the finest of foods. Its body gives off a herb-like scent that bug Pokemon detest. The hog Pokemon normal. Can't see its height because this menu's obscuring it, but I will give it a nickname. I don't usually do this, honestly. I very rarely give my Pokemon nicknames, but, I mean, who could resist giving this guy a nickname? And a very obvious one at that. I thought this name the first moment I laid eyes on you. You are Pumba. We shall make our own Lion King. And I guess Molly will be, well, Simba, I guess, but it's female. Hello, that was awesome! You caught the very first Pokemon you went for! You can't even pronounce the shit, can you? You didn't even try to put in any enthusiasm with that voice acting of yours. I'm coming when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Emphasis on words. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs, just in case not every catch works out. Being awfully generous. What's the catch? They're laden with cyanide. It's like, you're not gonna be catching Pokemon. You're gonna be, well, I guess you will be catching them, but you won't be able to use them after the end of the balls. Speaking of Pokemon then, throw the Pokeball. Remember that and you'll be fine. I'll go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some. Catch like every Pokemon in this area, then we'll go to school. Let's be back up at that lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top. Pokemon you see wandering around all tall grass caves and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, a Pokemon battle will begin. So unlike Pokemon Legends, where if you get hit they'll knock you on your ass, if they knock you on your ass twice or 3 times, well, you get knocked out and have to retreat. Because, you know, in those games, I say those games because isn't there a second one coming out at some point? You know? They actually do attack people, you know? It's not like, oh no, they only attack our Pokemon, it's perfectly safe. I want to check something. Let me see. Okay, I was right. I was thinking, you know, because this games make me think of Super Mario Sunshine, and I was like, what was the inspiration there? Yeah, Italian inspired. So I was kind of getting mixed up a bit. But you know, wow. I say it's like, yeah, you know, Italy and Spain are similar. I mean, I've never been to either, and they're kind of not anywhere near each other. I mean, they're both in Europe, granted. But you know, they're not next to each other by any means. They're quite a fair distance away. Is it France that's next to Spain? It's like you got Portugal, and you got Spain, and France, then you got Germany and all that. But then of course you got, you know, the British Isles just beyond where, you know, just a little bit away from France and Germany. I guess that's why, you know, British and French have a kind of history of, you know, hating each other. It's like we're the typical neighbors that don't get along, except we've got you know, we've got some sea between us, so it's kind of I'm just picturing an Englishman all the way in the south of England screaming up the coast insults at the French. Meanwhile, on the coast of France is a Frenchman doing the exact same thing back at the Englishman. Anyways, blah 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 blah. You can also start a battle by looking towards the wild Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it by using the ZR button. Try this tactic out to battle Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Does it have to be the one that our Pokemon are in, or is it just any old Pokeball ring? Pokemon are getting tired out, I can heal them for you. Got all the potions in the world. Oh, and if you get real good at catching Pokemon, give me some advice. You're not good at the actual throw the Pokeball part. Are you sure you just put on an act? Because you are champion level, so we have heard so far. I do believe you're putting on an act of sorts. But to what extent? Maybe she really isn't good at the whole catching bit, but you know, training and having powerful Pokemon, yeah. What were the controls again? Which button is no, it's not that. What? I threw my Pokemon out. I guess it is a bit like the Legends games then. Hello. I can lock on. What on earth are you? Tarountula? Well, you're bug type, so you might have a bit of resistance to leafage, I don't know, so give it a shot. Yeah. I guess I'll use Scratch. I was trying to, you know, do the move that would do the most damage without knocking out, but that didn't work out. You caught Tarountula. So how do we switch to Pumba on the thing? You know, how do we throw his Pokeball instead? Tarountulas, that has been added to the Pokedex. String of old Pokemon bug. The thread it secretes from its rear is as strong as wide. The secret behind the thread's strength is a topic of ongoing research. Its height is one watt though. It weighs about 8.8 pounds. Now, I don't know about you, but the idea of a spider that weighs 8 pounds is kind of horrifying. I'm not gonna nickname them all, just occasionally. That's a nice little detail though, having it like filed in these kind of folders. It doesn't make sense at all. It's like, so every single Pokemon gets their own folder. You're gonna have a lot of folders now. More than me, I've got a bunch of folders from the family tree stuff. It's like, I originally was like, okay, this is like, for example, one folder for my nan's side of the family. All of her side, her father's and mother's side. But actually, no, I don't think I started out that way. It's like, okay, her mother's side and the father's side, right? Perfectly logical. Until I start to expand it more and realize, you know what? I need, so her father's side, her father's side, and her father's mother's side. But, well, they're actually still in the same one, but I'm definitely going to be switching them into new folders because the folder's getting way too thick. And every time I try to, you know, open it up to put a new one in for the pocket things, they all come loose. Really annoying. Potion! Hello, Pumba. Hoppips! Hoppip! Like, how dare you? We would attack in groups if we knew how. In fact, don't they actually do that in Legends? It's like, I don't know, maybe they do it here as well. Stack with leafage so we don't one-shot. It's Hoppip's not ready but... Okay, never mind, I underestimated. How dare you? What was that one activist, that teenage activist or whatever? What was her name? Like, imagine I name it that because of that. How dare you? But no, I'm not gonna name it anyway. Because I don't even recall what the name was to begin with. Besides, that'd be really just kinda dumb. Yay, I leveled up and learned to bite things. Hoppip status has been added to the Pokedex. Cottonweed Pokemon outside of cold regions, Hoppip can be found practically everywhere. This is because the wind carries the species all over the world. Height 1.4, weighs 1.1 pounds. So this thing weighs less than a spider. Which is kind of surreal. surreal in its in that there's a spider that weighs more than that. So, oh, we got emotes. You know what, viewers? Don't forget, give a like, subscribe, and all that. What other expressions we got? What is that face you're making, seriously? Clap like a seal. Wave to the audience. There's maybe 4 people. And maybe one of them, or half of one of them, maybe. Look, our viewer is like, we got one viewer already. It's that, the warthog Pokemon whose name I forgot. He's questioning what the hell we're waving at. Like, is there a camera crew nearby? And that Hoppip's like, I'm totally photobombing right now. And we're like, no, 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 no. But he's like, yep, yep, yep. Ray! Whoa! Wait, hang on, do that again. What? That was not a transition at all. My god. Seriously? Like instantaneous, no animation whatsoever. Again, you know, as I mentioned earlier in this recording, kind of reminds me a bit of the Hatsune Miku Project Eva games where you go into edit mode. It feels like if you were going to change the animation, and instead of, you know, adding a transition time of like 0. whatever seconds so it flows more naturally, you just went, you know what, just instant transformation. Just like go straight to that. It's the same with that one. Look, we can't animate all these, okay? Too much work. Take this Pokeball. And that's that. What do the L buttons do then? Okay, that opens this up. So I guess we do have outfits. But it is summer after all. What are the performance sneakers? Are they performance enhancing sneakers? We have our hats. Wait, we have an official school hat? Is that a regulation? And a helmet? That just looks weird. We have glasses. You know what? I actually do wear glasses. Should I keep the glasses on? How do you... Oh, it's X. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a story to it. We go to school and there's a flashing light that damages our eyesight, so we have to wear glasses. This is my 69th Let's Play. What does the 69 stand for? What is LP? And of all the numbers for it to be, it's 69. Starting up the camera app. You can start the camera app by pressing the down button. Use the camera app freely with snapshots of all kinds of faces and buttons you see. Can we also take a selfie? Oh yes we can. It's like the next page. Well, you have the camera app open, press the Y button to flip the camera around and take photos of yourself. Press again, return to the camera to normal. It's like you try to take a selfie with Gyarados and you end up getting attacked. It's like, you're one of those stupid people, aren't you? Like, go up to a wild animal, take a picture with him, stupid idiot. You got yourself hurt and you deserve it, you moron! When you want to take fancy or funny photos, such as you know, getting flung into the air by a Tauros, try pressing the left button or the right button to change filters. Changing your expression. Press the down button while taking a selfie to change your expression. Press the down button after using the emote to change your expression while changing your pose. Combine emotes and expressions, set up shots that are uniquely yours. You can play music while taking photos with the camera by pressing the ZL button or ZR button. Give it a try, you may find that the Pokemon you let out of your Pokeballs react to the music too. Photographs taken using the camera app are saved to your Nintendo Switch system. You can view your photos in the album within there. You're on camera now. Smile. Well, you are smiling actually. Let's see. What's this music remind me of? God damn it, I can't remember. Loop it again. I can't think. It's definitely a Nintendo game now. I think it was on like one of the Game Boys. I can't remember. Maybe it's even a track. Maybe these are just tracks from older Pokemon games, and maybe that's why I recognize it. But I don't know. It reminds me of something. But what was it? It's like, whoa, mood whiplash, the music. Back to the haunting music. What does it remind me of? Was it Pokemon or was it Zelda or something else? So, what were the other ones? Rotate. Can't quite put ourselves upside down, unfortunately. Filters. They're coming right for us! Alright, so this is the origin story. Oh no, our eyes are going bad. We need glasses now. Okay, now this is getting creepy. This is the last thing you see before you are kidnapped. Locked on the ground. Never to be heard or seen from again. You hear this haunting melody. Is this really a Hoppip? Or is it dead and is actually a ghastly? No. Back in the old days, this used to be what Pokemon looked like. Except it didn't have this graphical advancement, but it sure was black and white. You know, 'cause it was a Game Boy. Yeah, I didn't have the colors yet. That's why we named the Game Boy Color the Game Boy Color. Then we made the Game Boy Advance, and then the Game Boy Color kind of seemed a bit redundant after that, you know. I can't even remember what is a filter and what isn't at this point. What were the other buttons? I can't quite see. I took a picture. So how do we take a selfie though? I don't know. Does it really matter? Oh wait, let me see. What does Y do? Oh, that's how we take a selfie. Oh my god, this is why it was haunting sounding all along. It was at this moment that she realized she was in danger. But it was far too late. So how do we change our expression? Okay, I see it now. So we press up or down. What the hell is this thing over there? Just try to play it cool. Oh god, it's a giant spider. R. I. Peace. Stop that. Ah, smile, I'm angry. Oh, this is Spider-Man, he's gonna kill me. The viewers are getting bored, get on with it already. Let's be angry in this space. How shall our pose be, though? The fuck is this thing? I guess it changes our expression doing this. Ah, whatever. Let's get out of here. Enjoy your music, fellas. Like, fellas, we were all female. Don't assume our gender. He's in the trees. We gotta revive. I'm only seeing the same 3 Pokemon around these parts. Is there really no other wild Pokemon? I mean, it is the starting area after all. Now imagine this, you just mind your own business, walking under a tree, you look up and you go, what the hell is that? Pokemon aren't aggressive, to be fair, they're not chasing after us on sight like in the Legends game. You're looking a bit stiff there, Hoppip. Yes. Honestly, from a distance, it kind of looked like some kind of weird foam duck. I wonder how rare shinies are in this game. I remember finding a few shinies in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I forget, what was that one flower looking Pokemon? Lily something? I can't remember. I think it was something like that. I remember again, no, it's original form, there something. Then with a tit, possibly. I can't remember. I remember finding a shiny one of those. And I think I got a shiny of some other Pokemon or two. I can't remember it being quite a few years now. That's a new one. Where are you? Seriously, where are you? Are you a rare one? Eat this! What are you? Scatterbug. I have seen, I think. Were you in Sun and Moon? I can't remember if you were or not, and if you were, if you had like a fully evolved form, I can't remember. Damn, 2 hours I'm recording now. And, you know, it's interesting as well. You know, remember in the olden days where Pokemon, in order to train them, you have to rotate them out. So it's like, okay, you got a weak Pokemon, you want to give it XP, give it the XP share. Or put it in battle and then immediately switch it out. You got no other alternative. Nowadays, your Pokemon in your party, well, they're gonna gain some experience as well. It's not as much as the one that's actually, you know, taking part in the battle. Which is neat and all. It certainly doesn't make it so you have to grind nearly as much. Scatterbug, scatter this Pokemon bug. This Pokemon scatters poisonous power to repel enemies. It will eat different plants depending on where it lives. Its height is 1. It weighs 5.5 pounds? This thing weighs more than Hoppip? Wonder how they're gonna explain like the Pokemon storage system in this game. It's like, so where do all the Pokemon we're not currently using our body go? It's like they go to the recycling bin. It's like you can choose to empty the recycling bin if you want. I can imagine this, you know, people that, you know, like to, you know, do the shiny hunt stuff. These little bastards, I can imagine being a nightmare for that. Because they're so small. We're never going to get to school at this rate. We weren't going to school though, we were going to the lighthouse. I forgot about that. It's been a while since we got that dialogue. Hey Emily May, are you going to getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon again? Let me see, so far you've caught... Who's that? Whoa, what was that? Whoa! I'm giving it this voice and it ends up being like a little girl or something. Never heard that kind of cry before. Could be some strong Pokemon or something. I say we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, Emily. Just be careful. There's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here, so stay clear. I mean, is there such thing as a safe cave? All caves can be dangerous potentially. I know your Rotom phone can help keep you safe, but what's your step by these cliffs anyway? Yeah, it's not gonna, you know, grant us the ability to fly. You know, Rotom's gonna come out with his own Red Bull alternative, you know. Rotom gives you wings. Rotom branded drinks. Yeah, that's the thing with branding, you know. It's like, they could really do that. They could just shove Rotom's image on some generic energy drink and it would sell. Because it's the brand, it's not about, you know, the taste, it's all about the brand recognition, man.